Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share 5 tips to motivate yourself to keep practicing piano. My name is Sanne and I'm a piano beginner, and I am sharing my tips and experiences over the past 2 years, what has helped me to perform better and to really make progress in my piano playing. Let's get started. So the first one is to invest in the right tools. The thing is, if you don't invest in the right tools and the right methods for yourself, you actually have to put in so much extra effort to get to a point where you're comfortable with the progress that you're making. If you have the right tools and the right methods, it will be so much easier to see yourself making progress, making the right steps. So what I would advise you is to at least invest in one good method to learning. And the best one, in my opinion, would be to get a teacher. But if you're not able to do that, then I would absolutely recommend to start with an app or with a book that will provide you with a method to stick to it. And it will make it easy for you to actually practice well and make progress. Now, the second tip that I have to motivate yourself is to reward yourself. Rewarding is so important, and it's something that we always got as a kid. Our parents would reward us, whether that would be with gifts or with compliments, but they would reward us for doing something well, and our teachers would do the same. As adults, this is a little bit harder because it's hard to tell yourself you did a great job, but you did. When you make progress and not even achieve a certain goal, but really make progress in something that you're spending effort towards, that's something you should reward. And that can be in the form of giving yourself a compliment, but also in the form of setting targets for yourself. And when you achieve those, you get something for yourself. So to give an example, what I did is actually I set a mark. If I, for the first 6 months, if I keep going and I'm still enjoying playing the piano and still doing it on a weekly basis, I was able to invest in lessons for myself. So I didn't want to start with piano lessons right from the get-go, but I really wanted to see first if I liked it before I would invest in a bit more expensive tool, for me, lessons. And then the second step that I took after that is, after a year, if I would still love playing piano and I was dedicated to my lessons and I was going every other week, I could buy myself an acoustic piano. So I did. And it really helped me to keep going and see kind of further in the future, because sometimes it's very easy to get demotivated by not making big steps in a short amount of time. But do remember, it's always those tiny small steps that you're making that are making one big step. And it sounds cliche, but it's true. The third thing that I can recommend you to do is actually to make it very easy for you to practice. And that has much to do with the first one, to invest in the right tools. But another thing is also to place them in a spot where you can easily see them. So just to give an example, if you want to watch TV and you have all the possibilities in front of you to watch TV easily, you go watch TV. What if you would turn that around and actually would make it easier to go play the piano? If you're all evening in the living room on the couch or doing fun stuff with family and you see your piano right there, you get reminded more often. It's the same thing when going to the gym. If you want to go to the gym and you're struggling to do so, if you put your gym clothes where you can see them, it's more likely that you're gonna go. And it's the same with anything. If you struggle with motivating yourself to practice, I would definitely make sure that it's easy for you to do so. The fourth thing that I would recommend to motivate yourself is to play music that you absolutely love. And with absolutely love, I mean play music that you listen to and you think, this is amazing, this is what I want to be able to play. If you start from the other way around and you start with music that you might like and you want to start liking, it might not happen and you might get demotivated to actually practice it. Now, if you want to get better at technique, you don't necessarily have to play technical pieces. Of course, playing a Bach or playing scales or playing finger exercises, they're all good for your development. But if they make you stop playing piano, they're not good for your development because you're not going to do it. What will make you better at piano is keep practicing. And you're going to keep practicing when you absolutely love something. So to give an example, my teacher actually emphasizes this so much. Once I start disliking a piece and I don't enjoy playing it anymore, she tells me to stop. She doesn't want me to continue on it. We're going to start something new, and maybe we'll come back to it in the future, maybe we won't, but that's fine. Her goal is that I will keep loving piano and that I'm making progress. And I'm only gonna make progress, and I'm really only going to really practice if I enjoy doing it. Because it's a hobby for me after all. It's not gonna be my career, so a hobby should be fun, shouldn't it? Now, the fifth and final tip that I have to motivate yourself to keep practicing piano is to film yourself. Now, this can be daunting, and I know it can be. I've done it for the past 1.5 years, and it is frightening, I can tell you. But that's also the thing that will help you, because at one point you're going to hit a wall, and you're gonna feel like you're not progressing at all. And it might be true, but it might be false actually. Our memory has a tendency to fool us. And if it does, you need proof that you're wrong. And the only way to get proof is to film yourself while going through the journey. So if I can give you one thing to do tonight, if you're going to practice tonight, film yourself. And in a month from now, if you ever have the feeling that you're not making progress and you don't feel like practicing, but because you're thinking, what am I even getting out of it? Is it even helping me? Then absolutely look back at that video and see if you're right. And chances are you're wrong. You are making progress. You just cannot tell because you're there every step along the way. And sometimes it's necessary to just zoom out and really look at it from a bigger picture, because it's likely that your friends and your family, they're telling you you are progressing and you're not feeling it. And the only way to convince yourself that you are is to look back at the proof that you have from last month. So those were my 5 tips. I hope they were helpful. I hope you get something out of it. Let me know down in the comments which tip was most useful for you and which ones are you going to apply. I would love to know. Also, let me know which topic to cover next. And with that said, I would like to thank you for your time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!